got a dip on this thing. It doesn't like how fast I go. I want to haul ass on this thing, but it won't let me. It does not like how fast I go. All right. So, today we're going to be reviewing the Segway Ninebot. I've already gotten to set this thing up, and what I realized was at first you need to go through on the app. So if you could hear it beeping like that, basically what's going on is it has a top speed, which I find to be a really big issue because as soon as I get going, it throws me back. So Segway, you made a great product from what I feel like so far, except for this top speed problem. Because as soon as you start getting any kind of momentum, it just throws you back and slows you down. So, oh, there it goes again. So I found that to be a really big issue. So here's another issue that you might run into is if you're going downhill, you're obviously gonna get momentum. And then what is it gonna start doing? It's gonna start beeping at you. There it goes again. So I found that to be super annoying. If any of you guys know how to fix that or how to modify that, that'd be great, because this is really ruining half of the fun, is the fact that, there it goes again. As soon as you start getting any kind of speed, as soon as you start getting any kind of momentum, it just automatically kicks the Segway back, which I found to be, I almost fell off one time when it did that. I found that to be more of a safety hazard than just letting you get some speed. All right, so now we're going through a couple of trails. The ground here is a little bit wet. It rained last night, but I feel like I'm getting plenty of grip. Oh, well, somebody slow down again. Yeah, the other issue is it doesn't even just beep at you. It will literally stop you and take you from 15 miles an hour or whatever the top speed is and take you back down to like 3. And then you have to regain momentum. So it's just a whole lot of stopping and going. So if you plan on getting this Segway for the purpose of cruising around and having fun, this is not the piece of equipment. This is not the transportation device. I've also found it to where if you're in a city where you don't have sidewalks, if you're trying to ride it on the road or something like that, you're not going to be able to get enough speed to get out of the way of cars, which I found to be pretty sketchy as well. Now, in this trail, we're riding through a whole lot of bumps, and with all the bumps, it's going over them just fine. Just fine over the bumps. I'm not getting thrown off or anything like that. I found those bumps to be just fine. Turning, I feel like it's something that I'll get a little bit more used to, but as of right now, it feels like I'm a little bit stiff on the turns. Going uphill, like we are right now, that's actually great. I found going uphill to be the best use of this thing, but a whole lot better than walking uphill. All right, we just got to our destination. This ended up being only 7 minutes. Oh, never mind, we're gonna have to go somewhere else because they don't have coffee here. So yeah, I got here in 7.5 minutes versus walking would have been 35 minutes or so, something like that. Let's see here, we're gonna have to go somewhere else. Coffee. All right, we're going to a new destination to get some coffee. It says that walking will take 15 minutes. We are at the 8-minute 45-second mark. Let's see how long it takes us to get there. You can see how annoying that can be, just constantly getting beeped at by this thing. Yeah, it really wasn't designed for cruising, kind of like those like one-wheelers. As soon as you start getting any momentum, it'll start beeping at you. If anyone knows how to hack this thing and get rid of that governor, that would be amazing. What I mainly bought this thing for was not just for cruising around town, although that is half of it, but the other half is for door knocking doors. I saw a lot of other alarm representatives, pest control representatives, solar representatives that knock on doors. The issue in that field is, you know, you're knocking in the summertime when it's crazy hot in certain areas. And if you're just walking through the neighborhoods, eventually that sun will beat down on you to where, you know, if you want to get a couple hours in of knocking every single day, by the time you get to the end of the day, when a lot of people are home, you're just exhausted from the heat and from walking around all day, downhill, uphill, door to door. Knocking on doors is the main reason why I got this thing. And at the same time, I sold my car, and I'm trying to find out if this thing will replace a car. You know, when you're going to like a local grocery store, local gym, local coffee shop, which is what I'm doing today. Right now I'm in Peachtree City. This is only my 3rd day here. And this is actually like a golfing community. A lot of families have golf cars here. And there's a lot of trails for golf carts, which is what I've been riding in for these last couple days on the Segway. Make my way around. Okay, well I gotta figure out how to get up here, and I might have to just get off of the Segway and carry it up, which this thing is extremely heavy, and carrying it up or down anything is not ideal. So first I'm gonna try to find a trail to get up here. So I'm supposed to get right up here to get on this highway here to cross the street. Sometimes it'll just make random noises and I don't know what it's trying to say. Just like right there, it just made some weird noise at me. We got Starbucks. I'm really trying to get going, but it won't stop beeping at me. It just keeps on slowing me down. All right, we're just getting hollered at by some people. People love seeing me riding around on this thing, that's for sure. If only they knew how slow it goes. All right, got my coffee. I'm back on the road, on the sidewalk. Yeah, I don't even feel like I'm going that fast at all. And it just won't stop beeping at me and slowing me down, which is super annoying. And there it goes again. I'm barely even coasting down this hill. And it just won't stop beeping at me. I feel like I'm going 5 miles an hour.